You have probably heard the term Multi-Tiered System of Support, or MTSS, in your district, school, or community. You may also have heard of the new Delaware MTSS Regulation 508, which replaces the previous Response to Intervention Regulation. In this video, we give a brief description of what MTSS is, and we share our statewide MTSS framework, called Delaware MTSS, or DEMTSS. DEMTSS is a framework designed to meet the needs of the whole child by proactively addressing the academic and non-academic needs of all students. Academic refers to core content areas like literacy and mathematics, and non-academic refers to other important student outcomes like behavior and social and emotional learning. In the past, many districts, charters, and schools had separate tiered systems for delivering academic and behavior supports. MTSS combines these tiered frameworks into one comprehensive system. DEMTSS has 5 essential components. Data-based decision-making is a process for using data to make informed decisions about the instruction and supports that students receive. Team-based leadership means that teams lead the implementation process and share responsibility for making decisions. Communication and collaboration among teams helps to ensure that effective systems and practices are in place. A tiered system of support is a framework for delivering a continuum of academic and non-academic instruction and supports across 3 tiers. Importantly, these tiers are not labels for students or physical locations of instruction. Students receive supports within their regular classroom environment as much as possible. A comprehensive assessment system includes a balance of formative and summative assessments, including screening, progress monitoring, diagnostic, and fidelity assessments. The evaluation and selection of effective resources, supports, and interventions is crucial to meet the diverse needs of all students. High-quality, standards-aligned core instruction for all students is the priority. Core academic instruction features the use of high-quality instructional materials and includes principles of universal design for learning to remove barriers and allow all students to have equitable access to instruction. Universal non-academic practices include positive behavior supports, meaningful school-family partnerships, and a focus on social and emotional learning. Tier 2 interventions are for students who continue to struggle after receiving high-quality Tier 1. These supports are targeted to students' needs and provide greater intensity with smaller group sizes and more practice opportunities than Tier 1. Tier 3 is for students who need the most intensive supports. Tier 3 may include increased intensity through smaller group sizes, more instructional time, and increased use of explicit instruction. Additionally, within the DEMTSS framework, all students receive enrichment to extend and accelerate learning and demonstrate their strengths and interests. To ensure that students receive the supports they need to be successful, educators use data-based decision-making to match resources to students' needs. Teams use the universal screening process to proactively identify students who need additional supports beyond Tier 1. When students are identified through the universal screening process, educators analyze data to determine the specific areas of need. Teams also analyze screening data to examine the overall effectiveness of Tier 1 and determine if changes to core instruction and supports are needed. Teams use progress monitoring data to understand if students are making adequate improvements and to inform next steps. There are several reasons that Delaware has shifted to MTSS. MTSS is specifically referenced in the Every Student Succeeds Act as a mechanism to increase student achievement and teacher effectiveness. MTSS is a whole system approach to support the whole child. The integration of academic and non-academic systems, data, and practices in MTSS increases the effectiveness and efficiency of all programs. It is not one more thing, but a framework to improve what districts, charters, and school buildings are currently doing. To recap, DEMTSS is a framework designed to meet the needs of the whole child by proactively addressing the academic and non-academic needs of all students. Please go to the DEMTSS webpage for more information and resources, including implementation guides.